What's going on, guys? We are finally back to another episode on the channel. And in today's video, we finally get some parts that have been on back order for a while. We still have more parts that are on back order and have been for like 2 months due to the whole coronavirus. But with that being said, hopefully we get those relatively soon, and so we can put them in, because I'm kind of anxious to get them. So obviously we're going to be putting in some headlights today, and I was kind of tossing around the idea of these, or there's many different styles, mainly for the simple fact that I'm not trying to build the same exact truck that I had previously, which would have been the 1500. And obviously the truck's a different color. I got different wheels. We got a different wheel tire setup, and obviously it's a diesel. So there's a lot different that's going on. The last truck didn't have cab lights, any of that stuff. So yes, there is a lot different, but at the same time, I'm not trying to do like the same headlights. And obviously these are the same headlights, although these are the smoked version. And honestly, you can't really tell that they're smoked, but if you would hold the regular clear black housings behind, but then the clear lens, if you were to hold those, you would definitely be able to tell that these are smoked. So with that being said, they're definitely, I think, gonna look a lot better with the truck being the gray that it is. So we're gonna get these bad boys installed, and I'm super stoked. This hopefully, with everything else that's gone on with this truck, I've ran into problems with literally everything. The cab lights, the wheels and tires, I guess, is probably the only thing. I don't know, but it just feels like every little thing that I do anymore to vehicle builds, I run into something that's wrong. So we waited like 9 weeks or whatever for the bumpers, whatever. I think that's what it was. I don't even know. So anyway, we just ran into small problems, but hopefully there's literally, you pop the grill off, there's 2 bolts, I think, behind it, unplug it, you get these out. Now, with this being the halos and the LEDs, we're gonna have some extra wiring that we need to do, but I've done multiple sets of these, so that shouldn't be an issue. First things first, you're gonna pop the hood. You're gonna rip this thing off. Your little guard here, it's just held in with tabs. It's pretty simple to get out. Boom, you're done. You're gonna take out 1, 2, 3, and 4 10 millimeter bolts. Pop your grill off, and then you're going to be able to get access to that one, and there should be another one right down. You can't even, there you can start to see it all the way down there. And then what you're going to have to do is come to your little access door here and pop that open. Get behind there. There's going to be a tab back there. Slide that over or pull it down, I forget how exactly it is, and then your light will literally pop right out. Personally, I think it's going to pull the truck together completely and a lot better than the stock headlights. Now granted, we do have the paint matched front bumper, however, that's not really, I mean, a lot of them are chrome, but regardless, we still need more stuff. At this point, you're gonna be able to take out your 10 mil here, and not that one, but a 10 mil right here. Same thing on the other side. You're gonna pop those 2 out, reach around the back side, and they're gonna pop out. It's really simple. The hardest part of this is just gonna be wiring everything in and tracing out your parking lamps, or yeah, because you wanna wire in your halos with your parking lamps so you can drive with just your LEDs and your halos. Just a word of advice, before you even remove your old headlights, what I like to do, just for a reference point, because you will have to set up your beams and you will have to use your adjusters. So what I like to do is I will pull it over to a garage door or anything, and just turn my headlights on and just see where they're at. And then when you install your new ones, you can pull it over the same spot and just make a mental note of that location, put them roughly back to the same spot, and then you don't really have to worry about messing around with it, because you do have to pull out the headlight continuously later to readjust them, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. Also, on the back inside here, that little tab that's back in there, you're gonna wanna push that up instead of down or to the side. So I was wrong both times, just push it up. Here is where our beams are basically aligning on each side. So we're gonna wanna put them pretty much exactly at the same exact spot. And it does help if you just take a picture with cell phone, anything like that, because you don't wanna put marks or anything on the door. So we're just gonna make a mental note and probably take a picture of it just to be sure. And check out them taillights. They are sweet. You may have to give it a pretty good tug. Now our gauge wire, if you see the orange wire there, our gauge illumination wire, which is a dimmer wire, I should say, is tied in right there as well. So we're gonna pull this out here and pretty much just unplug everything. You will need to utilize your factory turn signal bulb. As you can see, there's none in there. And that is just, and I think you actually have to do your high beam bulb as well, because it doesn't come with. So we'll simply spin that out and you'll throw it in this socket here. Same thing with the other headlight bulb, and you're pretty much done. And then you can begin to throw it in the truck. Then on the back side is where you have your LEDs and your halos. And then you have your little pack, which I will let that just tape there. Some of them, yeah, it does have 3M tape, so we may pull that off. And then these will plug in, and it also does come with other plugs. You may or may not need these, but if you do, they are there. Eventually, these are gonna get upgraded to full LED bulbs, not HID, because actually it says HID bulb not allowed, so it probably voids the warranty. I'm assuming something stupid like that. So we are gonna do a full LED conversion on them, and because I'm sick and tired of regular light bulbs, they just suck. So with that being said, we're gonna swap these bulbs, get the pack here stuck fast, get the light thrown in, and I'm really excited how it's gonna look. We got both our bulbs in here now, and I really should have done this smart and probably did the LED conversion right away, but it's not that hard to pull these back out, and it kind of is, just for the simple fact that you're gonna have these wires in there, so you won't be able to pull it out fully. But if I do a temporary hookup, I can take everything back apart. So we're probably just not gonna do it now. Also, here's your adjusters, your right and left, and your up and down. Same thing on this side. So you have adjusters for each and every bulb, and I never checked the high beams because I'm a dumbass. So yeah, we're just gonna have to kind of guess with those. I'll check the other one. The other one's still connected, so we'll flip on our high beams and check those, and then we'll just make the other one exactly the same way across. So we'll figure it out. Moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen, to see what this light looks like. And we're just gonna set it in here for the time being. Obviously, it's not gonna be exactly where it needs to be. Oh my goodness. That's gonna make it, that's a game changer right there. Oh my. I think I'm gonna live with that. That's gonna be nice. And especially with the halos, I'm hoping because these are the CCFL halos and the LEDs, I'm really hoping that they match the cab lights. And if they do, which they almost should, because the LEDs are gonna come out as like a white, and the CCFLs I think are like a white. They might be a little bluish. and the LEDs up on the cab lights are going to be like a white. So they're definitely going to match. And then when we go to a full LED head, or the full LED bulbs for the headlights and everything, everything's going to match. So it's going to pull this truck together. You're going to want to get a tester and find your parking lamp plug, which is this one here. And I took some of the tape off so you can expose some more of the wires here. And this may not be how you guys want to hook it up, but I'm literally going to just hook it up with wire nuts for the simple fact that I do need to pull them out later to do the LED, and it's just easier to have them not hanging there. These are the connections that they want you to use in the paperwork, the quick connects, and in my experience, they are a pain in the ass, and I don't like them, and they hold as good, if not worse, than a wire nut. So whatever, I don't use them anymore because they are a pain, and I've had to fix so many of them. But anyway, so we're gonna take a tester, we'll turn on our parking lamps, test and fetch which wire here, find which wire goes to power, like has 12 volts when you have your switch turned on. And you'll do that. So we're gonna just test everything initially. I'm sure you hear that clicking, which I have my 4-ways on right now. So basically the outer wire, you're gonna have a ground, which I believe is the black one here. The center wire is my parking lamp, and then the outer wires for the turn signal. So we'll turn those off. And we'll leave our parking lamps on for the time being. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna test between all 3 of these wires. And the best way that I do this is I find a ground on the frame somewhere and then just go between each wire. And then you can find out, and then you'll want to turn on your parking lamp switch, and then that should tell you exactly which wire you need to splice into. Just incredible how good that looks and just flows with the gray. So we got them hooked up as far as the parking lamp wires, and man, even from the side, that just looks amazing. So we're gonna try and turn it on, and hopefully we got them right. So there they're on, and I believe we have our cab lights on up there. And hello, beautiful. And not only that, now obviously the light's not in and it's not attached to anything, but if we just kind of lower our hood here enough, and it's gonna kind of be hard to see with it being daylight, but you can kind of see in the camera that the head or the cab lights are on, and they match 100% perfect with those. Oh my goodness, I've always been a fan of the halo headlights, and this just makes me love them even more. So we're gonna get these mounted in here. We're gonna get the lights plugged in and make sure everything works the way it's supposed to, the turn signal, the headlight, the high beam, and we're gonna set everything up according to how it was on the door, according to the picture. And then we'll do the same thing with the other one, and then get everything thrown back together. This will probably be one of the quicker projects, minus the taillights. Those were probably the fastest. This is gonna look amazing. There you have it. One is done. And I set up the beams and everything right away. I put a piece of black tape on where they were before. So these ones, this side's set up. I can tell you the projector light coming from here, your low beam, they, compared to stock, they definitely suck and need to be upgraded. So that'll be something to definitely look forward to, because we're gonna be doing that at some point, because they're definitely not the brightest. So with that being said, that one should be completely done, and it matches up very well with the body lines. So number 2 should go hopefully just as easy, and hopefully setting up the beam goes just as quick. So Complete game changer with the new Spyder headlights. And I'll put a link for them in the description right up, well, in the description obviously, down below. And let's check it out with the halos and the cab lights with both of them and everything back together. And it looks fire. It's a little hard to see with the way the sky is back there. So I'll try and come over here to where the sky or the trees are. Complete game changer for the truck. Now the thing that sticks out really bad is the grill, because that's really the only thing that's that really bright color now. And we're gonna change that hopefully down the road. So that's gonna conclude today's video. They look absolutely amazing. And we finally got all the headlights and everything aligned properly. So it looks like the camera is gonna die here. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Again, if you missed the cab light video, put that in the description right up here. And if you have any questions, comments about anything on the future with the build or anything that I've currently done, and like I said, I'll put the link for the description in the description for the headlights. And they're a Spyder smoked CCFL. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please give it a huge thumbs up. And if you are not subscribed already, be sure to smash that subscribe button. And let's get that number keep rolling and keep climbing it high. As always, guys, I hope you had a great time. Hope you learned something. Catch you on the next episode of the Cummins build or whatever we may do. You never know. So hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.